Boss Lady here from Unapologetic Instructors, going over our winter gear. So what you want to be prepared for winter is you want to make sure you have thermal socks, you got thermal leggings, thermal shirts. You always want to make sure you have extra blankets, extra warm clothing, just in case your APU goes out or your heat goes out. You want to be able to still be able to keep warm. And then on top of that, like I said, warm boots, something to cover your head, and something to cover your face, because depending on where you're at, frostbite is real. So what I have right here, this is of course coming from the women's version. I have a very heavy coat, and then I have gloves, and I have my thermal on today. Have a thermal on, and I wear my leggings and my boots. So I have boots down here. These are rain boots, so if I'm getting out in the snow, my boots are still, going to keep my feet dry, and I'm going to also have thermal socks on to keep my feet warm. I also have, this goes over my ears to keep my ears warm. You can also have a beanie hat, however you guys want. You always want to keep your ears and stuff warm, protected. And I also have my jumper suit. It zips up. It's insulated on the inside. This is the same stuff that they use in the freezer department of the warehouses when they're loading like cold storages and stuff. So I think it protects up to -20 on here. So that really keeps me warm. And always make sure, like I said, be prepared with extra clothing, extra food in case you get stuck in a snowstorm. You always want to I always keep extra canned goods, because just say if your battery dies, your heat dies, you still be able to eat. So always have extra food, extra warm clothing, double up on your blankets, always be prepared. So putting on your jumper suit, all I did was unzip it. I'll put my feet through. Try not to fall over here. No, you wouldn't be wearing Crocs, but I am today. And I think mine is a 4X. Just like that, has pockets. So of course mine fit kind of big, so I did roll them up over the bottoms, but like I said, they got 2 layers. One layer, and this is the other layer. Cover your ears up. Now I'm ready for the winter.
Okay, Dee here with Unapologetic Instructors. I'm going to be bringing you the importance of not only winterizing yourself, but also winterizing your vehicle. So what I have here is 3 things that you're definitely going to need for the winter. One is you're going to need a type of washer fluid here that's at least -20 degrees, with standard for winter protection. You don't want to use plain water or any solution that's just going to freeze over at a certain temperature. So this one I'm using is good, or at least shouldn't freeze up to -20 degrees. That's one of the things that you'd want to put in your vehicle. Also, we got to think about the fuel. Diesel has the tendency of gelling up when it starts getting cold. So anti-gel prevents that from happening. Now the question that most people are going to want to know is, well, how much anti-gel do I need and when do I need to put it in? That's going to be depending on the type of anti-gel you're using. So basically all you do is follow the instructions and go by what it's telling you to do. The one I'm using right now is WEMELL. That's what Prime recommends. You can find these items all at your Prime supply store. That's at here, Bay 47, here in Springfield. So this gel I'm using treats up to 250 gallons. Not only do you have to worry about your truck, but you also want to be concerned about your reefer unit. So 250 gallons, just do the math. I'm going to put about a quarter of this into the reefer unit itself. The remaining part, I'm just going to divide it in two and put them in the other remaining tanks. So that's going to keep my fuel, because diesel has a tendency of gelling up on you. That's going to prevent that from happening. Now, clarity, that's where these bad boys come in at. Your winter wipers. There's a difference between winter blades and normal blades. Winter blades are made of material a little bit thicker. They're more or less likely to freeze up on you, tear apart, or fall apart because there's more durability from getting the snow and ice off your windshield. So a good pair of winter blades is what you're going to want to use at the start of winter. And I do recommend that you change them out at the beginning of every winter. That's what I'm about to do now. Change out my wiper blades. I'm not going to put the anti-gel in because it's not really cold enough for that. Speaking of that, this is on a recommendation that I start at a at 10 degrees or less. So I'm going to go ahead and get to my windshield, go ahead and switch out my blades for you, and move on from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and prepare my blades, open up the package, and I'm going to install my winter blades so I can be prepared and ready for this winter. These are quite simple to put on. Make sure that you, at the parts store, get the right blades for the right vehicle. So I'm going to take the old one off. Quite simple. Push and flip. Lock it in place. Left side is done. Repeat the same thing for the opposite side. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Truck's completely equipped with a brand new set of winter windshield wipers. Now, in case you're wondering what this is, I had this installed on both sides of the vehicle. This is basically for you to clean your feet off before getting back into the truck. In the wintertime, when this is covered with snow and ice, it becomes very, very dangerous. It creates an opportunity for you to slip completely out of your truck, land face forward on the ground. So I keep my feet clear by installing these two brushes on the side of my truck. I have one on each side. That might be something you might want to look into as well. Real simple to install. They don't cost that much. You simply strap them to the side, make sure they're nice and tight. That way when you get in and out, you don't have to worry about slipping on ice buildup that's already going to be accumulating on the outside of your stairs. And last but least, snow chains. Now, when you're going through certain states, especially Colorado, already, beginning of September, they're already mandatory. No, not maybe in your truck. They're actually be required to be in your truck going through the entire state of Colorado and Oregon. So, snow chains is definitely a must for the winter when you're planning on going up and down the hills. A lot of places you can't even pass without them being on. Put them on as you're going up, take them down as you're coming down. All right, you're gonna have a snow chain up, snow removal area before all major hills. Okay, that might be something you wanna make sure you have on your vehicle, especially in mandatory states like Colorado. So, once again, a couple of things that to keep in mind for the winter is always being prepared for winter. Not just staying warm, having adequate warm clothes, having food in your truck, in case you do break down or have to stay over, and making sure your APU is also in service. You want to make sure that your bunk heater is also prepared for winter. Make sure you get that checked at your prime, store. Make sure that you have not only just winter clothes, but also summer clothes, because not everywhere we go is going to be winter. Not just about your clothes, not just about your person, also preparing your truck for winter is some of the things you'd want to do for winter. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all of those if you enjoyed what you've seen. Peace out.